Part 3, Chapter 5. "Wake up, sleepyhead," said Gabby. Billy blinked. For a moment he had no clue where he was. He stretched, like a bubble rising through murky water to sunlight above. He slowly worked his way to being fully awake and aware. He remembered the night and his failed attempt to stay up until morning, and it disappointed him. He felt he had been cheated out of something that should have been his. "Is it tomorrow?" peeped Sal. "It's almost lunchtime," said Gabby. "Your mom called from the road. They'll be home in about an hour." Gabby kissed the tops of both their heads. "Your dad called earlier to see how the night went. He said to let you sleep in, but I never thought you'd sleep this late. When your mom called, she said to wake you up." "How was Dad's show?" asked Billy. "Papa's show," said Sal. "He said he sold 5 pieces," Gabby told them. "He sounded happy." She scooped up the nest of blankets from the floor. "Let's get your rooms in shape before they get here." She turned toward Billy. "When did you come to Sal's room?" she asked. "I checked on Sal when I got up and was surprised to see you." "I'm not sure. Were you afraid?" "Nope. You know you can always wake me up." Billy did a combination nod and shrug. Gabby started making Sal's bed. She shook out one of the blankets. The pearl had been caught up in its folds. As the blanket ballooned and settled on the mattress, the pearl shot across the room, hit the wall, and magically rolled to a stop at Sal's feet. "The pearl!" cried Sal, raising herself up and down on her toes. "I forgot it." She picked it up and brought it to Billy. "Did we make it to morning?" He flicked her a look that said, "You're crazy." He extended his open hand and motioned for her to give up the pearl. "Did we make it to midnight?" she asked, slipping her hand with the pearl behind her back. Her voice sounded as if she knew the answer. "What are you two talking about?" asked Gabby as she smoothed out the bedspread. "Nothing," replied Billy. "And what is this?" Gabby was holding up Cough Drop by his tail. "Were you planning on running away in the middle of the night? Is this your pack of provisions?" "That's Cough Drop," said Sal. "Billy made him for me. He's the Drop sister's cousin. He just eats cough drops, and he can't talk." Gabby laughed. "You are clever, Billy boy, and smart. I didn't know anything about the Year of the Dragon until last night." "Soon will I learn everything?" asked Sal. "Yes, you will," said Gabby. Gabby told them to get dressed and hurry down to the kitchen. "I can make you something to eat right away, or we can make a big brunch and wait for your parents to get here." "Brunch," said Billy. "Brunch," said Sal. "Meet me in the kitchen," said Gabby. Billy and Sal were alone. Their eyes connected and they exchanged a meaningful look. Then Sal reached out reluctantly to Billy. She gave him the pearl, and she gave him the most forlorn expression imaginable. "I tried to stay awake," she said. "Me too," said Billy. "I almost did it." "Did you make it to midnight?" "I might have. I'm not sure." "I think so." They stood together in silence. Billy's forehead wrinkled in thought. These were the things he was thinking. "I don't really care about the pearl. Sal helped me last night, but I can't tell her that. If I give her the pearl, it would be a way to thank her without having to say anything." "Here," he said. "You can have the pearl, Sal." Sal took the pearl and kissed it. "Thank you, Billy." She hopped with glee and did a little dance, pulling up her nightgown by its hem and swishing it about. "See you downstairs," he called as he left. He dressed quickly and straightened his room. He looked under his bed, just because. Nothing was there, of course. His mind was ricocheting from one thing to the next. He wondered if Mama would let him play with Ned today. He wondered what Gabby was making for brunch. He hoped that Mama and Papa didn't go away overnight again for a long time. When they were both gone, the air in the house was harder to breathe somehow. He moved the envelope with the dragon stamp to the middle of his desk. He wanted to get down to the kitchen fast. He could hear the promising sound of pots and pans, but he decided to do something first. He tore a piece of paper from the notebook in his backpack and wrote a letter to put in the envelope and mail. The letter said, "Dear Sal, we'll make it to morning next time. You're okay. Your brother, Billy." He knew that she couldn't read the letter by herself, but he thought she'd like it anyway. As he was stuffing it into the envelope, he heard joyful shrieks coming from below. Sal. He didn't want to be left out of anything. The envelope could be addressed and sealed and sent later. And now he could sail downstairs to see what the day would bring.